Cowboys checked on everybody. He's going to give the lasso sign, and we're about ready to go racing in Pro Lite.
All 23 trucks just sitting there cleaning out their engines, waiting for that board to slide. We got the green flag.
And look at that. Looks like the number 48. That is Cody Kleiman with a big jump.
Oh, man, contact. That's Brad Sievers.
Whoa, Sievers, exit stage right.
Everyone trying to get through turn one very clean, and look who pulls hole shot, Jim.
Man, the man looking for a perfect season. Christopher Pavoordi.
Cole Mamer right behind Pavoordi. We'll see how long that lasts. Here comes Mamer to the outside, heading into the gravel pit. Mamer, remember, when you're up on that high side, you get that nice run on exit. We'll see if he can sneak around Pavoordi. Pavoordi's right. Oh, he bumps him in the air.
Well, look at that. It was like a bump and pass, bump and run.
Look at that setup pass.
Mamer,
he tried to make it happen.
Mamer is shot out of a cannon, but look at who's in the third spot. Mr. Ryan Rowdy Beat.
Man, Beat, he has redemption from Bark River. He made a little mistake, if you remember right, at the end of the race and allowed Pavoordi to sneak underneath him with a couple turns to go. Pavoordi sets it back down.
Beat running a safe line there. Eating a lot of mud there from the back of Mamer.
Brock Hager now in that Method Wheels ride. White and red truck sneaking into our camera as Mamer, he's backing it in like a Pro 4.
Mamer looking for traction any way he can get it. Well, and the number 51, Ryan Beat, looks like he kind of spun a little bit, lost some momentum. Pavoordi giving him a little bit of a breather from Mamer, who was pushing him strong on that first lap.
Pavoordi has been fast all season long, and we know that as he bonsais off the barn turn. I love how they set that truck in the air.
Pavoordi down into the Polaris Razor gravel pit. Gonna get that truck turned and rotated. Mamer pushing up high.
Ryan Beat still in the third spot in that Bilstein Shock number 51 ride, and man, are they flying off that jump.
Pavoordi gonna click off another lap in the lead. Mamer trying to chase him down, as well as Ryan Beat.
That Falcon tire number 35 just on the edge, trying to run down Christopher Pavoordi in that 94 Steal It ride.
Mamer dropping to a little more than a second back now. Beat about 2.5 out. Then the number 44, Mickey Thomas, start to show up here to race, and Brock Heger in the number 12 in the 5th spot.
There's a good look at Haley Deegan. Sean Morris out this weekend. He said this is his final hurrah in the Pro Lite class.
Yeah, Sean Morris's fiance Amanda, she told me they brought 400 vintage Sean Morris shirts here, trying to get rid of them all at $5 a piece. And I haven't caught up with her to see how sales are going, but yeah, as you said, Sean Morris, last hurrah here. They're blowing out the inventory, and you know, great to see him out here for one last hurrah.
Mickey Thomas, that 44 ride, just still holding on to that spot. Brock Hager just trying to bonsai his way past Mickey Thomas. Thomas been very, very fast out west as well. He's one of the top runners week in and week out.
Pavoordi continuing to lead here. Mamer continuing to hang tight. Ryan Beat trying to narrow the gap as well. Mickey Thomas in 4th. Brock Heger in 5th. Top 5 unchanged.
I mean, Pavoordi's doing a good job. He's up front. He's doing what he needs to do. But then you have Mamer. He's not letting him go away. He's about 4 or 5 car lengths back. But that's really not that big of a gap because, you know, remember, we got to go into that mandatory competition caution, so it'll re-rack, restack everyone, as Beat will love that as well.
Don't forget Christopher Pavoordi in the steal at number 94, 6 for 6 so far, trying to keep the perfect season alive.
Maymer running the same line as our leader, Christopher Pavoordi, in that steal at number 94 ride. Very, very fast. Like Jim was saying earlier, he's been on a streak, a winning streak that is. He has not lost in the Midwest yet this year.
Maymer looking to play spoiler there. Doesn't look like Pavoordi is getting much of a gap over Maymer. Maymer hanging tight, Ryan Beat as well.
Mickey Thomas, Hager still back there.
Ronnie Anderson and the Dirt Princess Haley Deegan in the mix as well. You're looking for that competition caution at the halfway point. I think there's a lot of drivers that are going to look forward to that.
Yeah, you're definitely right. They want to see that come out. Maymer, he just keeps backing it into that turn. Ryan Beat a little bit different line, running that top side cushion, trying to get that exit speed for Forest County, Pottawatomie, turn number 1. And here comes Pavoordi one more time, wide open, pedal to the metal, holding it to the boards, trying to run away and hide from Cole Maymer.
Maymer with a great run going on today in this stacked 23 truck field at Pro Lite. Into the gravel pit, trying to get those trucks rotated.
Boy, Maymer, he's trying everything. He wants to figure out where he can maybe reel in our race leader, but right now, Pavoordi's just been that fast. He's running the quick line. Maymer is following him a lot through the door, but that truck is just a little bit off tick right now. So we'll see as the track keeps on deteriorating how Maymer's truck handles this place.
Pavoordi in the Steal It ride. Got those General Tires hooked up today on the number 94, just screaming out here at Crandon. Cole Maymer, Ryan Beat second, third.
I love how Maymer is using that berm a little bit to try to get that truck to rotate, try to brush up against it with that right side to get it to turn left. Very, very fast. I'm very impressed with Cole Maymer right now. He's out in front of a lot of fast competition. Pavoordi, he was in my local hometown a couple weeks back practicing for Bark River. It's a big, wide open track like Crandon, so any little bit of notes that you can pick up to come into the 50th, he did. He's got a great crew, great group of guys that know what they're doing, and they put the time in, and it shows.
They definitely put the time in, and he is definitely showing it in 2019 as that truck is dialed in, that entire program on point as he continues to click off laps here. Oh, Brock Hager looks like he's going to slot under Mickey Thomas for a position, moving to fourth place.
Yeah, every bit counts. Every spot counts, and he just sneaks by Mickey Thomas. So that Method Wheels number 12 ride picking up another spot right at the end.
So we are at the mandatory competition caution. And it is all Christopher Pavoordi out front, being chased down by Cole Maymer and Ryan Beat. Slotting into the 4th spot now, it's going to be Brock Hager. Mickey Thomas going to round out our top 5. Ronnie Anderson going to be in the 6th spot, and Haley Deegan now in 7th.
Yeah,
Sean Morris, he's going to be in the 8th spot. Kleiman had some issues back there in 9th, and then Corey Winter, one of our podium finishers in Pro 2, he's going to round out our top 10 here in Pro Lite. So a lot of drivers been fast. I mean, we haven't talked about Haley Deegan and Ronnie Anderson there. They've been running kind of in tandem back there, right outside of the top 5. But, some drivers like that, they could really benefit when we go back to green flag here, Brent.
Yeah, they can. They know what it takes to be fast, and they were running mid-pack. Getting in the top 10 is a big thing when you have 23-plus trucks. And Haley Deegan, don't count her out. She knows how to drive just about anything and everything. And watch, don't count out Hager. Don't count out Beat. We know he has the speed. Mickey Thomas as well, won countless times. I mean, out west, very, very fast. Sean Morris with a good run. Cody Kleiman in the top 10. Remember, he has just been bad fast the last couple of seasons. Him and his brother Kyle Kleiman have pretty much dominated the Midwest in the past 5 years.
Well, you talk about Haley Deegan. We know the Dirt Princess won't back down from a four-wheel fight. And we are going to have a fight on our hands when we go back to Green Flag Racing and Pro Lite. 23 trucks. And the big story is Christopher Pavotti trying to keep it perfect here in 2019. He's 6 for 6, trying to make it 7 for 7 in Pro Lite as they're going to come around Forest County Potawatomi turn number 1 and look for that green flag. All eyes on the Steelit number 94. He's got them bunched up behind him. We got a couple of drivers bumping and banging already. We haven't got to the green flag. Nice little jump there for Pavotti.
Man, that gap is huge, especially on that restart.
Sending it down into the gravel pit. Look at Mamer. Mamer all the way to the outside. Pavotti lifting that tire sprint car style.
Oh, dude, that is so cool coming in the gravel pit, just three-wheeling that thing. And Mamer, he is not going away. That 35 Falcon tire ride is just bad fast. As here comes Brock Hager.
Oh, look, he may have enough. Oh, and Pavotti slams the door. Mamer going to have to give it another shot.
Yeah, Cole Mamer's opening up his lines. He's really trying to focus on to find a little bit quicker way around this Crandon race facility. And here comes Ryan Beat. Maybe a little bit mistake out of Cole Mamer. Ryan Beat side by side. Mamer has the spot as of right now. And Mamer backing it in. Beat just missing the front fender.
Beat almost rotating on purpose to try and get around Mamer. So they're going to drag race down here into turn number 1, side by side. And wow, we've got a truck up and over. That looks like that is the number 13 of Matt Miller.
Boy, is there enough time. Ryan Beat finally getting into that second place spot as another caution comes out. The wish and the hope for Ryan Beat. He's been taking his time getting to that front spot. Now he's going to have another chance.
And Christopher Pavotti, Ryan Beat's General Tire teammate, they're almost like best frenemies in 2019. They've developed quite a rivalry, and I mean that in the best possible way, a clean rivalry. They race each other hard, but these guys, it seems like every race, doesn't matter if we're talking about the Midwest or if we're talking about the West Coast, these guys have just been at each other all season long, back and forth, back and forth. These guys have had a great rivalry, and it's great to see it all come into a culmination here at Crandon at the Big House. Ryan Beat, don't think for a second he doesn't want to not snap this streak of Christopher Pavotti.
No, and they're not afraid to rub fenders. That Steelit ride and that Bilstein shock ride, they've raced each other enough. They know where each other wants to go, but if it comes down to the last turn of the last lap, I am guaranteeing you will see some body panels rubbing.
So to set the stage here, Pavotti leading. It looks like Mamer going to get that second spot back. It sounds like he was in second at the time of the caution. Ryan Beat now going to be cycled back to third. It's going to be Brock Hager in fourth. And fifth, it is going to be Mickey Thomas. It's going to be Ronnie Anderson in sixth. Haley Deegan in the seventh spot. Sean Morris in the eighth spot. Going to be Kyle Kleiman and then Cody Kleiman, and then Corey Winter. Got a lot of season Ks.
There's a lot of trucks.
All right, as we are under caution here, I want to address you race fans in attendance. We got a lot of racing yet to come. Obviously, we've still got Pro 4, we've got Pro Mod side by side, but tonight we want to remind you we have Ultracross racing and the off-road park. We have a great field of King of the Hammer stars. Please come down, watch from the spectator hill located behind the Argonne Corner. You can walk by the Steel It starting sign and follow the dirt trail and make it up the grade and enjoy the best racing in the world from these Ultra 4 stars. So we're gonna allow you to cross the course at the end of the night and go and check out the big rock piles we've got built out in the back for these Ultra 4 racers and the Ultracross race. Saw a great race last year. They were back in action this year. They've groomed the track, made it better, made it spectator accessible. So we hope all of you will stick around and check out that race still to come this evening.
So it's Pavordi beat, or Pavordi Mamer then beat. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see Hager's back up in that group just to see who can get that good restart. Pavordi's been really good at those restarts in that Steel It ride. We'll see if Mamer can maybe pick something out of his pocket the first couple turns.
Mamer's had some looks there. Pavordi hadn't been able to make something happen quite yet, but I got to tell you, he is definitely looking to make a move with only a handful of laps remaining here. So Pavordi, Mamer beat Hager, Mickey Thomas, Ronnie Anderson, Haley Deegan, Sean Morris, Cody Kleiman, Corey Winter, your top 10.
See the track officials trying to get everyone in line once again, making sure everyone's in their correct spot.
All right, we've got our pace truck bringing them around, trying to get them sorted. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll take the shortcut and we'll be able to restart this race. Got a couple laps remaining here, though. Great to see such a capacity crowd out here at the Big House for this very special 50th anniversary edition of the Crandon World Championships. Such a beautiful facility. The racing weather gods are upon us, giving us these nice sunny skies.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for better weather here in Crandon on Saturday afternoon. Just in the middle of this Pro Lite race. Still have Pro 4 yet to come, Pro Mod, and then the Ultra 4x4 race later this evening, as we're still waiting to get things figured out to get this restart. Man, I just love all the retro paint jobs this weekend. See the old Flannery style on Swain's truck.
That old Chevy Thunder paint scheme. Jimmy Johnson running that this weekend in Darlington. Throwback to his off-road heritage.
That's so cool. Like, we're at the 50th, and he's bringing that style back. And Jamie Flannery, he'll be running that in Pro 4. It's just crazy to just say Jamie Flannery will be back in a truck this afternoon. And I know Crandon, Wisconsin knows who that man is. He was one of my heroes growing up as 3, 4, 5 years old, him and his father, Jack, and even Jed. It was cool to watch them wheel around this place.
So it looks like we're rolling again. We've got them sorted out, so we'll be looking for the green flag as they're going to head back into the back. They're going to make the corner and come down towards turn number 1, and our pace truck should pull off. So looks like Pavordi making his way around Argonne, or the Argonne corner. This is tough for a driver right now. All this sitting, waiting, been pushing, especially a guy like Mamer, push, and now all of a sudden it's pump the brakes, pause, put a pause on things. He had it all figured out. Now he's going to have to do it all over again, trying to get around Pavotti there, Brent.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back and do his homework once again. Pavotti, he's just bad fast. I mean, the times he's been running is just quick here around Crandon, and the track's in perfect condition. You have your ruts, you have your bad lines, if you'd like to call it, but right now, I mean, you can't ask for a better weather, better track conditions. How the track just comes in. They always work on this place, and I don't care if it's before winter, after winter, they always have a grader, always have excavators trying to make it that good for everyone else. And coming in this weekend, they knew they were going to have a lot of trucks, and it's not easy to keep this track prepped.
So we're going to be looking for our pace truck to pull off. We're going to go back to green flag racing with a couple of laps remaining here in Pro Lite. Our pace truck is off. They're coming out of Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1. Christopher Pavotti is going to be looking for that green flag.
It'll be interesting to see, Jim, right here, if Pavotti can get that little bit of a jump. Wait for it.
No jump to be had. Mamer all over the back of him.
Pay attention to these top 4 trucks right now. All 4 of them going in different lines on the restart. Here comes Brock Hager trying to sneak under Beat. He knew Beat tried to block him there. Look at that. Oh!
Hager going up on the bike, able to save things. Look at Mamer, though, all over the back of Pavotti.
Boy, that costed Hager going up on the bike, costing him 2 spots. And look at Mamer trying to go outside, inside, backing that truck in.
Side by side as they go over the finish line jump. White flag is out. 1 to go here in Pro Lite. And look at that. Mamer trying the outside, inside. Nothing to be had. Pavotti got his hands full of Cole Mamer right there at the moment. Ryan Beek looming back there in the 3rd spot.
If you're Cole Mamer, you really want to try to make that pass, but you have to put it together a couple turns before because you only get a couple shots at it. Pavotti, he's been fast all day long, running away and hiding, but right now, Mamer, he needs to drive the wheels off that thing.
And look at that, Mamer down low. Pavotti slamming the door once again. Nothing there for Cole Mamer quite yet. Mamer going to try and set something up, possibly for the barn corner.
I think Mamer's truck really likes the late part of this race here in Crandon. Watch as he's trying to set himself up here for the barn turn, going to try to sneak underneath. And there he goes, Jim.
All the way to the bottom side, trying to get underneath Pavotti, side by side. Nothing quite yet. He's got 2 corners remaining. Is something going to happen in the gravel pit?
Mamer throwing it hard into the gravel pit, as does Pavotti. That Steal It ride opening up just a little bit more of a gap on Cole Mamer.
Pavotti got 1 corner to go. Mamer backing it in early. Mamer loses a wheel.
Oh, the wheel gone.
Mamer going to finish with 3 wheels.
Man, still finishing on the podium. Cole Mamer losing that right rear tire.
Wow, mid-drift. Mamer front right.
Front right, excuse me.
Left. Finishes under 3 wheels. Beat almost gets around him, not able to. Beat going to make himself on the podium. So Pavotti keeps it perfect in 2019. He is 7 for 7 in Pro Lite. But man, Cole Mamer giving Pavotti everything he could deal with today, and then losing a wheel in the last corner, finishing with 3 tires on the truck.
Yeah, it's tough break for Cole Mamer, but I mean, that's a blessing in disguise. Thank the Lord he didn't go off the barn turn and lose that, because it could have been very, very scary.
Pavotti, the man of the hour, the number 94. What a great effort by him. I mean, you can't talk about this kid enough. 7 for 7 in 2019 in the Midwest. He's going to go into tomorrow looking to cap off the perfect season with a World Championship win. If you want to talk storylines, you got to talk about that man right there. Christopher Pavotti with another amazing effort. He can't get out of that truck quick enough.
Absolutely not. He is perfect so far this season, as Ryan Beats behind him, just about to get out of his truck as well. And man, he is stoked.
He is pumped. He is high-fiving. He is looking at the cameraman. He is amped, and rightfully so. 7 for 7 in 2019 in the Midwest. trying to keep it perfect going into tomorrow. That man is riding a win streak like we haven't seen before.
Yeah, definitely. He's earned it. He's put the time in and testing. He's very, very fast. I know Ryan Beatty does not want to finish where he finished today, and he's been fast as well, but just not to make any kind of mistake. Pavorti ran a lot of laps out front, and that's what it takes. He knows what his truck likes, and you got to be one with the truck, and that's what he is right now.
Well, he is definitely one with the truck right now, and one guy that had a great run, obviously finishing with 3 wheels, but Cole Mamer, we got to talk about him. I mean, going into today's race, we hadn't talked about him enough, but I got to tell you, that effort, that's making everybody look at him going into tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he drives that thing like a Pro 4. He does not care. He's throwing it in the turns. He really loves to run that high line, and just things like that happen when you lose that right front. You can't really do anything, but to still finish on the box, kudos to him. He'll go back, fix whatever's wrong with the front end of that thing, and he'll be back for a chance at that ring tomorrow.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of racing yet to come. We've got some interviews with our Pro Lite finishers still to come as well. Pro 4, Pro Mod, and Ultra 4 still yet to come out here on Saturday at Crandon. We will be back after this short break here at the Polaris Razor Crandon World Championship Off-Road Races.